Cotton yield monitors now have been available for over 10 years, and our adoption is only about the University of Tennessee with one of our ag economists worked with the University of Tennessee to do a precision ag adoption in cotton, and the last number showed we were under 15% of acres under a yield monitor. And part of that has been, in the past, the only way you get a yield monitor on a cotton picker was to cut the ducts and put it in yourself. And you had to do all the wiring, put together all the hardware. It was, it wasn't impossible, but it wasn't trivial. So you had to really want a yield map for your cotton picker. Now, with both the onboard module building pickers, the one from Case, the 635, and the John Deere 7760, they both come pre-wired with yield monitors. The Case, it's not an option. You get a yield monitor, which is great. And John Deere has made it, by default, you get a yield monitor, but you can ask to not get it, and you save $6,000 on a $600,000 piece of equipment, which I'm really encouraging producers. If you go on that, just go all out. Go ahead and get the yield monitor. And I think when you look at combines, at grains, their adoption rates are more up around 50%, but combines typically come with the yield monitor already built in. So still half the producers may choose not to use it, but if it's just sitting there and all you got to do is turn it on, I think we're going to see a big increase in yield monitor use in cotton. And I've been telling people, and maybe going a little bit beyond my knowledge, but if you're covering 2,000 acres with a $600,000 picker, I'm guessing that just from the yield maps you get, you'll find a way to reclaim $6,000. So I'm big fan of getting these cotton yield monitors out there. Yeah, well, the biggest thing is the ability to do on-farm research with precision technologies, and so that's where I think the yield monitor, and when I say research, some of it's going to be where you can actually test different seeding rates or test different nutrient application levels. That's going to be possible when you have that yield monitor out there, along with the other tools. But it's also, if without a yield monitor, if you're doing variable rate applications already, say you have a fertility program, it's really hard. You can count how much input you saved, how much less fertilizer you used, or and things like that. But it's really hard to see what is the yield benefit of that, and are you losing any yield? So I think that's going to be the biggest thing off the bat. It's also, Bob Nichols is our agronomist and has been working with the nematologists, and they've found some pretty neat ways to combine the yield monitor data with some of the soil variability data and start generating some nematicide application maps without a lot of work that should make nematicides a little more affordable for producers as well. So that's a big one and a real, kind of almost a no-brainer use of yield monitor data.